We are back live with our second game here in the upper bracket finals of the TI8 SEA regional qualifiers. God's here joined by Trent Pax. We've had a pretty good SEA journey so far.
Indeed. China to SEA, living that Eastern Hemisphere life.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're in America.
It's okay.
Which
you
is
know, it's too hot here in the daytime anyway. This LA life, so you know I'm enjoying the nice, cool, crisp air.
Yep.
Although I do get hit by the sprinklers on the way out in the morning. That is the one downside, I will say.
Yeah.
I can't quite figure them out.
I've gotten home like some nights like 4 or 5 in the morning. I go to walk my dog and the sprinklers are on too, and it's just like, well, okay, that's a thing.
TNC, they got to find themselves, you know? And I think they got to ban Wind Ranger. I actually think that hero is so annoying in those dual off lanes, but when you have someone who plays it so well like that and he's just feeling it. But that's a fair point, TNC.
TNC have first pick,
Yeah.
so they will probably first pick Wind Ranger,
Yeah,
I guess.
there you go. And they say, you know what? There's also DJ Chen. He's good at that hero too. And if we don't feel like playing it, we got to ban that.
Sometimes you're just versing these teams and you know, there's only so many things you can ban. You wish you had 5, 6, 7 first stage bans, but it's not the case. And it's not the first pick Wind Ranger.
Oh, look who's in.
Banned out in game number 1, so we'll make an appearance here.
All right. Well, at the very least, Enigma's not there.
Yep. No Enigma, that was, one of the adjustments. I feel like we're seeing a lot of different bans, because was DK banned in game 1? I feel like that was not the case.
It was the late ban, right? They banned it instead of the DP. It was 5th ban. They could have banned DP or DK, and they banned DK and they just picked DP. So yeah,
there was a Sky, Naga, and Beastmaster ban from Fnatic, and an Io, Mirana, Lycan ban from TNC. Speaking of which, Lycan will be first to picked.
No,
the Warlock. That's kind of that like heavy sustain lane.
Right.
Dare I call it the dead lane?
Yes,
that's a term you have to throw in if you want to sound like a.
Yeah, if you want to be an NA caster, I mean, you better be thrown in the dead lane.
In SEA, I don't know. Yeah, that's the. I'm not sure. We need a new some new SEA terms.
This was
NA casters.
This was China meta near the end, and TNC looks like they pulled it a couple times too. The Mirana ET, kind of a versatile opener. Oh, voice record. Boom, saved it, got it. I'm in there.
Nice.
Hi Dota TV. We're coming to you.
All right.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Fnatic vs TNC Game 2. We totally just started. And continuing.
You missed nothing, Dota TV.
But it's lots of team fight. It's lots of damage. It feels kind of good. A little bit of flexibility in the rolls and the lanes. Smooth, solid opener.
Absolutely. I like that we're seeing these teams realize the two supports are flexible with their lanes. So you can have these ET, Tusk type supports play in the safe lane with a carry, like the Mirana, the range carries particularly, and you can have those like 5 position-ish supports in the off lane even. Warlocks have gone up into the off lanes, Disruptors, whatever it may be. So we'll see.
There's one thing I kind of like about this Fnatic opener is that I'm not scared of a Drow strat from TNC really. I've got Lycan and Warlock. I feel like those are two very good heroes against Drow strats, and right now, especially in NA, if you let through Mirana, you got to be thinking about that Drow. Every single draft, she seems to come back into the fray. So, but we don't have to worry about that because we're well covered here.
I was just about to say, Wind Ranger is still not banned, and they still need a 4, so it will get picked up. But totally agree.
That is a little
Drow
surprising.
Doesn't feel as definitely anywhere near as good when you're versing this Lycan Warlock. It still seems playable, though. I will say it doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility. I would say more so for Fnatic. TNC to me is less of a team that's going to be like, oh, let's do a Drow strat. As they get Skywrath, that's going to be one of their preferred 4 position heroes for Cuckoo, and this is kind of the flexibility of ET. We're going to probably see Skywrath playing in the off lane.
With an axe.
Yeah, with an axe. Absolutely possible.
Against Lycan, seems pretty likely.
Seems not bad.
I mean, they've also banned out a lot of the other offlaners too. Maybe Fnatic will just take the axe, honestly.
He's played a lot of Darks here. Not
it's
solid
banned
Darks
too.
are being good here. Yeah, it's banned as well. Beastmaster was banned, so offlaners are in short supply here. Although I feel like that offlane pool, anytime you see a lot of offlane bans, you're like, oh, what offlane again? There's a lot of them.
There really are.
You'll pull out a Centaur or something.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to go back for Nyx, and you're like, you know, this guy's actually not that bad. He's okay. Sam H, he's a big fan.
It never feels like those like 8th, 9th, 10th pick offlaners are actually that much worse than the first like 2 or 3 that you won as well.
Yeah.
Whereas certain roles, like one hero will
you're
just be
digging deep
much
mid.
worse.
You're in trouble. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You're not getting this Lena or something. You're like, uh-oh.
So what's it going to be for Fnatic? They probably want to pick up their offlaner here so they can leave their last pick flexible. Lycan could go mid, could go safe lane, and they'll get the Axe. Bit of a block pick and also something that works just fine in the lane with Wind Ranger.
Yeah, I will say the only thing I don't like about the Axe here is I feel like they really could have used auras against Elder Titan, as well as just like the heavy magic damage of the Mirana and the Skywrath. So like a Pipe and Crimson kind of builder would have been pretty sick.
Yeah. I've seen Envy get those items though on Lycan. He's
True.
one of those players that builds a lot of pipes.
Pipe
on
Slark,
Lycan.
baby.
Pipe Slark,
Get
yeah.
him.
After that, Necrobook BKB, or sometimes even just Necrobook into one of those items has been done. They're going to get Monkey King, so they're going to get their carry before their offlaner. They have 2 picks in a row, so why not? Monkey King versus the Axe lane, I can only imagine.
So does that mean we just go Mirana in the offlane if we assume that's going to be going in towards a Lycan and a Warlock? There's no real punish. Just lanes with the ET and we go for a different mid?
I'm not sure. Would Sam H want to play Mirana? I just think of him of such of like that offlane style that he plays is always much more about being a bit more sacrificial, playing the hard initiation heroes.
Bat Rider, Dota.
Bat Rider, Sand King perhaps. Like those kind of heroes to me are more the Sam H picks.
Certainly true. And maybe it's not time to step out of your comfort zone at you know, possibly 2 games away from TI at this point.
So last game it was Fnatic kind of edging TNC out with the superior team fight, which this game around is a bit more even. If anything, I would say slightly TNC favored for the team fight with the Monkey ET against just a Warlock. Still final picks do remain.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, that is a nice mag band too. Wouldn't have thought of that, but just having the monkey there, something to worry about. It looks like they did whip out the Sam H Miranda versus Boom ID. But that was a drow strat, so certainly helps it in that situation. We got Tide still in the pool if you want to try some big counter team fight. Anchor Smash versus Lycan and all his summons has always been a bit of a classic. The Bloodseeker is also still in, but again, not really a Sam H thing. Just something we've kind of seen against Lycan, but...
Yeah, and that's where maybe you'd put the Mirana off lane and put the Bloodseeker mid or safe lane.
Yeah.
The scary thing perhaps is you need to have a hero mid that's going to be kind of flexible and not lose too many matchups because Fnatic have that last pick. They can counterpick anything you put there. You don't want to get something that's too vulnerable, which I think Mirana does okay in most matchups mid. Definitely doesn't win every matchup, but should get some okay farm. But we'll see. Monkey King. Gotta imagine will be Ravens here for safe lane. What does Armel want to play? Is it the Mirana?
I think so. I'm leaning towards that too, I think, at this point. I feel like they're going to find some Sam H hero. It's just difficult, I guess, to really make use of the Elder Titan now, I feel like. Like, if you go, let's say you went for, like, the Tide or some of these other, the Sand King or something, what are ET and Skywrath going to do in combination with a Sam H hero right now?
What about the Skywrath combo heroes who also come with ET? Void, Legion, Earth
And then
Splitter,
get the Sam
Skywrath
H
Ultimate with
Mirana.
a Void. With it, you can do Sam H Mirana there.
Yeah.
I guess
Or
who's going mid then? Is Monkey going mid? Perhaps you even do an offlane Void. I guess that doesn't sound great. It's not really like one of those bully heroes that partners with Skywrath. Monkey King offlane? You're against a Lycan, so... I don't know.
We've been through the whole list, and they just go for Brew, which they played, I think, also versus Sterling. Okay. Sam H teamfight hero. Doesn't need too much farm. Provides some space for Cuckoo to kind of take over a little bit.
Yeah, this seems decent overall. Gives them a stronger laner than some of those other options that we were looking at. And Fnatic now with their final pick have a couple of minutes to discuss what their options are and how they want to play this one.
Invoker is kind of okay here just because they don't have the major threat mid. They have the Shackle set up. They have the Axe set up. Abed going to TI. It's possible.
Ooh, that would be a great way to end things.
Yeah, that's, you know.
Yeah.
Are they letting the little Vancouver butterflies flutter in them right now? Just thinking, yo, give me that Invoker.
You just pick a Meepo.
Hey, that's the other one, of course.
Teams have shown Meepo is playable.
Against Monkey King, though. Yeah. Not a fan.
Not great.
Yeah, Elder Titan, too.
Yeah, this is not the perfect Meepo game. It's not atrocious. It's a great counter to Mirana with the nets, I feel. But
What if they just go DK? Oh, wait, he got first phase
Banned.
banned. That's right.
Death Prophet is still there if they want to go back for that. DP Lycan, a lot of good push there.
Yeah, follow-up silence of shackles and stuff, too. Does not hurt.
Doesn't sound like there's anything majorly wrong with that. I guess which of the heroes you're looking to address with this last pick? Probably maybe more the Monkey King, or like you're likely laning against Mirana, but you're not too worried about the laning stage. I feel that's not a hero that's gonna bully you.
Yeah. I don't know. What do they think? They think TA.
TA.
So they're thinking about kind of their own game plan in a sense, too.
Yep. So TA should have a very good lane against Mirana, and also it's just going to be like a good objective taker, Roche taker as well, to kind of play this fast-paced mid-game.
Gonna try and dispatch them in the same way they dispatched TNC Tiger.
Yep. Yeah, it's like this strong lanes into heavy pushing objective taking mid-game is kind of how I'd sum this up. And we'll see if TNC have more success than the Tigers, their sister team, in stopping that push from happening.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to that lineup too, right? They had the Enigma and oh, that was with the Undying and the Visage. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Like in Visage, I'd say similar concept with the two
Yep.
heroes as far as what they bring to the table.
10 seconds remaining.
There'll be the Helmet of the Dominator build again, and just that same kind of idea where you can
remaining.
rotate lanes, you have kill potential with your ultimate, and then you obviously follow that up with very strong tower push.
Yeah, and one nice thing about the Axe is that he is a natural Crimson builder because of the Vanguard that you kind of want anyway. And versus Monkey King, that is huge.
So, tough game for TNC, you're thinking? We saw Fnatic pull off a draft like this just recently.
I think this draft is way harder than the last one. I'm not nearly as confident as the Undying, the Visage. That looked way better to me. Axe, I'm still a bit of an Axe hater. I feel like teams have had a lot of struggle transitioning the hero. Because you need the Vanguard, and you need the Blink, and then typically that comes from Ancient stacks. We got a Templar Assassin, so she's taking the Ancient stacks. So I don't know. Universe, of course, though.
Yep.
I hear he's pretty good at Dota 2.
He's alright. Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely pretty good. One of the few players left who has, in quotations, been at all TIs.
That's right, as a player.
As a player, yep. And yeah, joining the likes of just Kuro, Puppy, and DDC, who will
right.
all be returning to this upcoming TI. Universe still has to qualify, though. We'll see if he can do it here, playing with Fnatic. A surprise addition to this Fnatic roster. When that happened,
That's
that was
right.
Came out of nowhere, kind of.
Yeah, that was a quick couple of days.
Yep.
Suddenly he was flying across the world.
There are some players, when you see them in jerseys, it looks weird. Like recently, Fly with the EG jersey, I was just like, what?
That was a weird one.
What is going on? Universe, when he first joined Fnatic, I'm just like, I never thought I'd see a day where he's not in an EG jersey. But change does happen.
30 seconds.
There's some players you just expect them to be in a different jersey every 6 months.
Yeah,
You know, every time I see,
that's just the life.
every time I see Demon, I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah, new team, new jersey, of course.
He's a colorful guy. You know, he can't just stay on one.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just a bit too stylish for that.
So what's the play going to be here? Fnatic, Axe up top with the two supports to start things off here. Monkey King needs to get the hell out of here. And MB down bottom is going to be laning against Sam H's Brewmaster with Tim's on ET in the neighborhood as well. Gets the bounty ring.
Yeah, he does. So 3 out of 4 for all Fnatic.
Nicely done. TA versus Mirana mid. Nothing too crazy there. We'll see if Fnatic keep all two supports up top or if they will rotate the Warlock down bottom. I imagine that is perhaps the likely scenario. DJ again going for this Bassi build. Really likes his Bassi rings.
I mean, starting with 2 mana regen is pretty sick.
Yeah.
It basically makes like Windrun free, honestly. It is really not that bad.
He's already skilled it up, and Monkey King going to TP to the top lane. He felt like he couldn't really get back to lane too easily, and they're just going to zone out this Skywrath Mage from lane. Cuckoo can't get here unless he TPs, it feels like. The ward behind the tower is going to stop him from getting close. Pylai now going to TP on out. Besides, he does need to go and help Envy's lane, and damage has been somewhat done to the top lane.
If I'm looking for someone to win this game for old TNC, I think it's going to be Tim's. This is kind of a dream Elder Titan game in some ways, in the sense that, like, what Fnatic want to do is quite telegraphed. This is a Templar Assassin Lycan draft. You know, they have certain timings and objectives that they need to hit in order for this to look like a good game. They want to get that Roche, you're an Elder Titan. They want to start pushing into those tier 2s with your Aegis and everything, you're an Elder Titan. You're looking for the ball. So if he can hit those big stomps, get some good sleeps down, Tim's might be the one to set up for these arrows, the follow-up kills, try and give them the victory. But it's a tall order. But, you know, Tim's, he, of course, has been a pretty star player in the past, even when he's not on Earth Spirit.
Oh, no, yeah, he's had his moments for sure where he's come up big and carried this TNC team. And even before this team, when he was playing on Execration, made a bit of a name for himself. So we'll see if he can step it up. Definitely been a player who has been maybe a bit quiet this qualifier so far.
Ooh, Armel finds himself a DD top.
Doesn't get the range creep deny. TI8 was there for that one. So far, so even for this mid lane. 6-4 to the 5-5. It's going to be the pesky dual lane with Wind Ranger and Axe up top, who's making Monkey King's life a little bit difficult.
Yeah, Wind Ranger very irritating here. It's like that Huskar too, right? You know? Saw this earlier from TNC when they had to just kind of keep playing this Wind Ranger against the Huskar and using the Wind Run over and over.
Armel's, even with the DD, not having the best time with all the harass coming out from Abed. Abed's TA very good.
Jeez. Oh,
He's
look out.
So good with the side blades. Making life.
And that regen is far away.
Yeah, he needs to get that Curry out ASAP. He's waiting for the Sage's Mask, it looks like. Yeah, he's going to bring that one out. But does need to play carefully, as TA is hungry for blood.
Oh, nice arrow, though. Armel able to grab the range creep with it. Last moment.
Envy down bottom. Looks like he's not having the best time. Only 8 CS, but similar story on the Dire side. Pretty even last hit-wise in most of these lanes. It really only feels like the top lane, there's a bit of an advantage to either team, and it's not a significant one either. Just a bit of an extra nuisance with the Wind Ranger securing Universe, a very free lane.
I'm going to be the happiest man alive if Universe goes Blink first. I 100%
exactly.
think that is the play of this game. With again, the idea that if you can't guarantee those ancient stacks for yourself, the Vanguard loses so much of its early value.
Yeah, and you've got two teammates who want to farm a lot, so
yeah,
you need to play a bit less selfishly.
And it's always worrisome as an Axe, though, because you need a lot to finish kills. And he doesn't have the Skywrath Mage this game. You know, there's no Mystic Flare to stack on top. He's going to face up against the hero, but he's got DJ. He's got those power shots. That's a lot of damage now. It's like Finger of Death.
Oh my god, Albed, stop it.
Yeah, he is actually destroying him.
Deny into a last hit, and both creep kills, he side blades onto Armel.
But what's kind of ridiculous is that he's still keeping up in CS. Like, every time I look, Armel is at like 10% HP. But the regen cost.
Yeah, the regen cost, I mean, I'll hop over net worth for a second. It's actually pretty even on net worth, so not a massive difference in the two, but Mirana's going to fall off now, having to TP back home. Yeah, we'll see a bit of a slowdown there. And there's room for DJ. 1-1-1 skill build.
How close is he to 4? We finally found our first blood. It's actually on to Envy.
Yeah.
That is not what you'd expect. I guess getting to the point where the clap's starting to add up.
Top lane, they've got a shackle with the call here. They kind of stack them, but I don't think it's going to matter. Cuckoo doing what damage he can before he dies. Raven wants this kill, doesn't have the Boundless Strike, already using it. Universe will get out of there with plenty of HP regen to his name. Gets the bounty rune as well. It's a nice little pickup for him.
But Envy going down, eh? I mean, I guess that is kind of that situation where it's like the one kill where it does happen, but Envy's right back instantly going for the last hits, but he's kind of down there. 14-8, the Brewmaster. Looking very good. No Drunken Haze either, kind of interesting.
I've seen more of this, like 2-0-2, even into like a 4-0-4-1 build, and it's definitely, I guess, a reaction to some of the Drunken Haze nerfs that have happened. Another kill down bottom. They get Pylai hiding away, tucked behind the tower.
Yeah, it is true. It is a lot worse than the used.
Top lane will catch the end of that one. DJ brings down Raven. Universe barely surviving as well. Has a salve and everything. Very well
Oh,
played.
now Pilot Eye back under the tower in the bottom lane.
Yeah, he may just be dead here. That's a lot of bonus damage for the ET. Plus 96. Pi, right after returning, goes down once again. You mentioned Tim's having a good game. He needs to get this tower off of him. Tim's! The Fatal Bonds! No!
The Wolves!
Sam H, get out of here! Well, tanked a few too many tower shots. Should not have gone for that stomp. Needed to get that tower aggro off of him a bit sooner.
Yeah, seemed like he thought he had it. And he'll drop the blades of attack so that Tim's can play courier. That's nice.
Yeah. Small, I guess.
Oh, he's got a bottle too. Oh, yeah.
Win.
Now we're talking. All part of the plan.
Yes. That's where some of these side lane bottles have felt not too shabby. When you have these heroes that can just TP back from fountain and bring them back to lane.
Where's our boy Armel now? Jungling it up. Has this impacted his net worth a lot?
Now, 7 minutes.
Not bad at all. I can't believe it's so close.
I guess TA fully accelerates once you start farming Ancients.
Yeah.
But you would expect maybe a slightly bigger lead right now, considering how that mid lane went. Armel does have the Sentry Ward. See if he can get it off. Abed takes it away. 100 gold wasted and hit by 2 traps, so Armel suddenly is probably forced back. Abed's going to chase him away out of this lane. 2 leap charges are available and he needs to use them.
Cuckoo was forced all the way back home. He lived on 20 HP from some battle hungers.
Mid lane, as he overstayed his welcome. Abed under the tower, going to leap on forward with the Sailstorm. The refraction broken. Armel gets the kill and everything. They even TP'd in Cuckoo. They wanted to make sure they get that kill. And I fully understand why. I imagine Armel was making the call. This TA is starting to get out of control. We got to do something about it.
Have they been paying attention to the
they didn't grab the
stacks,
Arcane Rune. He walked by it.
Oops.
He wanted to leave it for the Mirana, and instead, Sam H. Not going to get the stomp. Would have been close. Great play from Pilot Eye, sneaking by, using that vision advantage there in the bottom rune.
It's hard to tell exactly who's paying what. It looks like I think they spotted the Ancient stack there, but they've got 2 on one and 3 in the other. So TA pretty well set for now.
Has TA just been stacking her own Ancients?
No, Pi was there doing it too, and you know, Universe, he had a very good start, and I'm going to agree that he is allowed to get a Vanguard. I bless him with Vanguard capabilities because he's on top of the net worth chart. You don't need a Blink Dagger. Everything's fine. Other lanes are going well.
The laning stage doesn't really feel like it's breaking down that soon.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously going to last even longer now because of this Vanguard pickup. If you go in a Blink, he could start making moves and rotations, but I think if you look at the Dire side, Raven, the carry on Monkey King, he's struggling to get farm. He's going to keep on farming. Brewmaster's not even level 6, so you've got room and time to farm this Blink Dagger.
Yeah, my dream for him right now is he just starts cutting these waves, he gets every single last hit because there's nothing to contest it, and then that just propels him into a Blink Dagger with the tower gold.
Yep. Abed going to start farming these Ancients with Pilot Eye. Want to split the experience so Pilot Eye can get a level 6, but there's also creeps in the mid lane, so it looks like Pi is going to head over there.
Oh yeah, Universe is making the plays now too. He's grabbing the waves, pulling them to the hard camp, and then farming up both at the same time with his Vanguard.
Nicely done.
That is the way to get it done if you're not allowed to use the Team Ancient camp.
Maximum efficiency from him as he then goes and catches the next wave. Both teams pushing their offlane tower as TNC going to also drag a wave themselves while Monkey King tries to get the tower back towards mid.
They wasted a lot of time trying to go for the kill on TA.
Ku gets shackled while he's trying to TP out from the high ground. Nicely played as Abed will secure that kill.
The vision around mid from the Radiant side. I mean, they still had the ward remaining up top. They had the ones inside the Radiant jungle spotting the rotation from the Brewmaster, which didn't amount to anything.
Universe 1350 gold now, looking towards that Blink Dagger. Should get a pretty good time.
Yep.
Envy level 7 only, but has the Helm of the Dominator. Haven't seen him get all too active, but that could very easily change now that he does have that ultimate plus level 4 wolves.
I think zoning out Cuckoo right at the start of that lane did a lot for Fnatic. Like, I don't think they were expecting this to go quite this well up top. Nope. Pilot Eye, he's dropping the base mid. Putting in some threat there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What's the call for Fnatic going to be? They got a lot of strong tools here, but it is keep on farming. Universe doesn't have his blink yet, guys. Doesn't get those range creeps. The spin not cooperating. It's probably the most annoying thing.
Oh. Another one there.
Dire's top tower is under
This time he's going to get it. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the spins work in your favor. Other times they like completely make you mistime a last hit. Top lane, here we go. Big team fight. Forget Universe last hitting. That ain't what we about.
No.
It's Envy. Could get dropped into a stomp here. Team's just going to try and time it. Times it perfectly. Like and getting low. That should be a kill. And they do nicely chain stun him. Get that extra windwalk damage at the end as well. To bring down Eternal Envy even with that movement speed from the shapeshift. Universe now just 50 gold from a Blink Dagger. Should be able to farm it just fine down here. There's Monkey King watching him from the trees, but not much he can do to stop Universe finishing this.
Okay, so what's our plan then? We take our Blink Dagger and we go for a kill on wherever we see Raven with our Wind Ranger. DJ needs level 7 just to get that last little bit of power shot in.
Yeah, definitely want to see him playing around his teammates here, but TNC are going to smoke up, run towards him. They do scan this. Universe could blink away. Doesn't go for it right away. The Warlock Rock does not come off because of the silence. Yep. Stomp comes out. That clipped Universe. Blink Dagger is back up, but they can attack him out of this, and they're going to stop the blink from coming in. Uni just got his blink, but he may immediately go down, but backup has arrived, so Universe is going to now look to turn, perhaps catch another one. Has a blink in a couple of seconds, as does Abed. They've got double blinks here. The Sideblade's going to chop on through them, and Armel goes down. 2 dead on the TNC side. Just a support Warlock gets picked up. Great fight for Fnatic, who aren't done. Uni is already in the mid lane, looking for Sam H, who does not have Primal Split. But similarly, Universe does not have good backup, but they still try and chase this one down.
Yeah, I think they started to hit Universe, and then they're like, oh, this guy has a Vanguard. He is, he's quite beefy.
Pulls back. There's the power shot as well. No mana for the ultimate, but not needed as Abed gets another kill for himself. Great game for the TA so far. Yeah.
TI8 finds a fresh ward, too. Takes that down on the high ground.
middle tower.
So looking good on Universe. It was Envy who's having the rough start, but this has kind of been the Fnatic formula in a lot of these games. They give Envy the tough lane. I mean, the safe lane just feels like the tougher lane to play in a lot of these dual lane games. And
Definitely.
he's the kind of comeback player who plays these heroes that don't have to free farm. We saw it on the Visage, we're seeing it here on the Lycan. You can still have an impact and be
Dire's middle
powerful as a pushing tool in the mid game with a poor start. Fairly early on here. This is going to be concerning for TNC. They've just not quite had the start they were perhaps hoping for.
Yeah, and Abed's just going to get another stack off here. And that's going to put him in towards the Desolator.
Yep.
And look at Universe, so high on the chart right now. Only 300 gold behind a TA, and he's going to start farming up those other Ancients. He wants that Blade Mail.
Yep. This is going to make life for TNC very difficult, who seem to be struggling to figure out what they want to do. They're going for a Battle Fury on Raven's Monkey King, so very much playing for the late game, but given the start of theirs, it feels like this may just kind of become a bit too greedy for them. Not sure there's any better options, but definitely doesn't feel like you can just farm your way back into this game.
Yeah, and just because of, like, who's your pickoff hero right now? I guess it's the Monkey King, if I'm thinking of someone initiating onto this Wind Ranger up top, like, specifically in DJ's scenario, and I don't really see how he dies up here. He's just been playing up top for a while, trying to farm into this urn. He wants to provide an extra level of sustain for when they start grouping up fighting, and we still have golems.
Yep. Envy scouts them out with the wolf. They get the golem on the high ground. It's the wolf vision that set that up. Universe gets the follow-up call. They're going to all get chopped to pieces here as Abed goes blinking in. Just 2 dead. Feels like it could have been even worse if Sam H hung around. Same for Armel and Miranda, who's just going to TP on top. They're going to steal the enemy Ancients as well. TA happy as a clam.
Oh, this is nice. So he disassembles the Bastion towards the urn and then has the mask. Ah, look at him. Is that why we started getting the Meteor Hammer? This is how we... I don't think that's worth the 100 and 75 commitment or whatever.
Get a medallion if you want.
Yep, no.
Drums.
Very solid. And mid lane, Raven's dead. Abed and TI8, they just take him down.
And they get this kill though. Abed getting fairly low. The Starstorm will hit. There's a Sentry Ward as well, making sure they bring him down. Did he buy the Desolator? You betcha he did. Right before going down, he managed to purchase that one, so doesn't even lose much money in the end.
And Cuckoo's the one who gets the streak.
That's not ideal. You definitely wanted the Mirana, or at least somebody, one of your cores, to get that kill.
That would have put her very close to her Maelstrom and tried to get her moving and accelerating, whereas Cuckoo gets a wand.
Yep.
Still doesn't have boots because you don't need him on this hero. Choose something else. Valve, please. Take care of this hero's move speed. Wow, really? Did you see that Envy? That was the most Envy play I've ever seen in my life.
What do you do?
This Brewmaster is chasing after this like 1 HP Helm creep and a wolf, and this Invis wolf suddenly denies the Helm creep. It's just like, oh my god.
The ultra
The
efficiency
Envy
play.
factor. Cuckoo's dead top to Universe.
We'll get chased through the trees. One last tick. Doesn't need the culling blade.
Tried the play there at the branch.
DJ gonna help keep these lanes pushed out as well. Universe, mention how fast he's farming. He's almost got a blade mail now. And TA does have the completed Desolator, so Abed should be able to bring anyone he really wants down very, very quickly at this point. Doesn't feel
Tims. Can you save the game at the Roche Pit? I feel like, I guess Tims and Sam H, we have to put a little bit of a burden on here. Because he's the one with the Blink Dagger. You know, he's got the big ulti. And man, these wolves.
He's been using them so effectively to just get all the info for his team.
Yeah.
They always seem split up, and they're always scouting the dire side of the map. One of the very underrated parts of the Lycan. Definitely, to me, one of the signs of like the good Lycan players is the ones who actively use them for scouting, more so than farming.
Looks like bottom, maybe Universe is hoping they're going to smoke into Envy in this situation. As the Wolves, they're providing vision, but Universe is still waiting. And they're just not sure where the rest of them went. Until then, it's just more Ancients, and we'll just look towards another item, maybe thinking they want the full BKB before they even go for the Roche Pit. Unless they get a pick-off, of course.
I guess for TNC, they're not really looking to take any big team fights. They're trying to farm a Battle Fury on Monkey King, which isn't like an item that changes this game. It just allows him to keep on farming.
Yeah.
Typically, at least. For Fnatic, they'll just look to continue controlling the map, securing runes. If they find like a double damage rune, they can always go to Roche very easily. And waiting for perhaps that Blade Melon Axe is complete now, so we have pretty much everything he needs. Lycan Necro 3 is going to be the big item timing for him here in the early game. They did get a glimpse of Envy with that scan. They clipped him for about half of a second. See if they head down that way. They are kind of checking out this Radiant jungle as the smoked up TNC look to probably get down some deep wards and see what they can find here.
I think taking away this axe really hurt the side of TNC. I think they really won it because this Skyreth Mage just has no friend. Oh, this might end up working though.
Yep, that's a decent kill.
Cuckoo is dead.
Cuckoo gets the kill before he goes down. Now the Warlock Rock gets dropped as there is a Brewmaster split. Trying to create some of this chaos here, but TA is just destroying the Brewlings. They're going to all die. Brewmaster's down. He just couldn't survive. Even in the Panda form, Armel is out of leap charges, and he's got no TP. He's got no way out. He throws an arrow, hits Pylai Die, but DJ will finish him off with a power shot. DJ's power shots in these fights doing pretty strong
look how
amounts
much
of
damage he did. He did 1,635 damage with the wind range.
Yeah.
He had the most damage.
And that was, I want to say, just like 3 power shots doing most of that damage.
7K lead at 20 minutes. Fnatic Dota looking to get themselves to TI. Now, if they were to lose this series, at this point, it would truly be Fnatic. But it all but seems like this game is, you know, I mean, we've seen some TA games go the wrong way. There's no doubt about that. Even just today, of course, you guys might have caught it if you're endless Dota addicts. Complexity did not finish their game out with the, I believe it was a TA Axe.
Which game was that? The one against
Optic?
I think they ended up winning that one. It was the VGJ one in the group stage?
No, sorry, Cole and Optic were the tiebreaker or whatever it was.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Did Optic win the tiebreaker?
Yes.
I mean, second place.
Yeah.
Obviously, VGJ won it. Oh, I was watching that game and just assumed Cole won.
Yeah,
I left because I had to like go and do some stuff before coming here.
Yeah, no, they lost that game.
Yeah, never saw that. The result. Okay. They also had a similar game where it looked they were super far ahead against VGJ in the group stages, and it looked like.
Oh yeah, no, this was just today. No, it was
Yeah,
great.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something.
Games. No, this game is definitely not completely done and dusted. The scary thing is Fnatic's draft is pretty much hit their power spike now. So you're down 10k gold before they kind of hit their timing, and now they're at their timing.
Yeah.
How do you defend your towers? How do you take team fights when they have Aegis and they've just got these next big items? TA's BKB, Lycan has Necro 3, Wind Ranger has the Blink Dagger initiation for the Shackle Shot.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Every
under
item Fnatic could really want to have at 20 minutes they've got.
Yeah, it definitely feels like they needed that TA kill, you know, or at least a few of them before the BKB. Now they're just fighting such a difficult situation. And they have all these parts, but they have nothing complete almost. Like, they have ET, but then what comes next? We go for like a Wukong command, but he only has a Battle Fury right now, so it's not that scary. We have the Skyreth Mage, but what are you following up on? Like an arrow? Like, the best thing Kuku can do is kill himself on Blade Mill and Axe, basically.
Lycan's going to run in. It seems like he knows. I want to say he scouted the Moonlight Shadow with the Wolves. I didn't 100% see, but
Yeah,
the way they played that, it made it seem like they knew TNC were using that invis to engage. And TNC will completely back off as Envy's Necro 3 is just going to run around, probably look for some wards. We'll find a few sentries here and there if he looks closely. No Necro 3's up. He's going to hold on to it for now. A couple more seconds and it is back online. They're in no rush. They get this Aegis, they're like, it's fine. 2 minutes 20 left on it. They may take these out of tier 2 towers, but...
It never ends.
So
They're like down 11k and 2 games away from TI, and you just start spamming. Got to motivate the team. Got to bring them back.
For TNC, they're not out should they lose this game, but
No.
This is the easier and safer route. You get into that lower bracket, you're going to be stressing and worrying a little bit, particularly a team like TNC who has had, I'd say, like mental issues throughout the year as far as staying composed, playing to their true potential. I feel like this has been one of the teams who just didn't quite get the results they should have at various tournaments.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be the top dog in C, honestly. I thought that, you know, they'd be tangling with Mineski all the time, but couldn't quite get there.
Some tournaments they look amazing, and others it's just like, you know, there's no consistency.
They're the Cole of C, I find, in a lot of ways. You know, that classic like complexity, like, oh my God, look at them, they're qualifying to the LAN, or like, oh, Cole looks so good, and then, you know, it just doesn't work out.
I would say I would disagree with that a while ago because I think the TNC's big problem is they just don't have that strong captain, but nowadays you can say that about Cole. They lost their strong vocal captain, so they're more alike than ever now.
Yeah. Yeah, ever since they lost 1437, that is definitely true.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, I guess, just how much Kuku's stepping into the role, but you have to imagine he's still, you know, getting his legs under him. Still relatively fresh on the position.
I definitely felt like the change, like they were kind of stagnant with 1437. I don't blame them for the changes, but they haven't come into true form. So we do see a fight breaking out here. Nice initiation from the tier. The rock gets dropped on top of it as well. But it's TNC bouncing back a bit. They bring down the axe to start things off. Problem is, the Wukong's command is going to be expiring fairly soon. Arbit doesn't seem to give a crap. He's just bringing down the Bruling inside it. As that's a 3-for-1. Power shot goes fishing.
He almost got that trade.
He was looking for Raven with it. Didn't quite find the right one. Take a quick look at that recap as it was. Wind Ranger once again. DJ is just so good at Dota.
That's an unreal amount of damage, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like there is a lot to be said that a Wind Ranger doing the most damage in multiple fights in a row, your everyday Wind Ranger player, even like a top player, is not going to do that consistently. And that's not what you're expecting out of your Wind Ranger. DJ just gives you that little bit extra that you're like, well, we didn't, you know, DJ, we were just happy with you to hit some shackles.
That would be cool.
One power shot,
you know?
but you're giving us, you know, 3-4 power shots a team fight and 2.5k damage. Yeah, we'll take that.
Now he's into a full Maelstrom to go with his Blink Dagger, plus 100 power shot damage. It only gets bigger and better. That's 550 damage. Absolutely absurd.
see power
They're
shots like
going in.
this, and you understand why heroes like, you know, Lion with Finger of Death aren't played. Whoop! Here goes Universe. Blink Call onto Mirana. Instantly remove the Boundless Strike. Coming a bit late, and Raven caught by the urn. Can't get out of here.
DJ is unstoppable. And he is wicked sick. They're very accurate.
From watching the...
Oh my god!
DJ God, indeed. He is...
He did the most again!
This is not just like it's this game. I feel like all 4 Fnatic games, he's been...
He has been the carry.
The
There's
carry
no
and
question.
the MVP in many of them. He is so talented. I cannot sing his praises enough as he continues to impress game after game. Fnatic are about to clinch a spot at TI. They're not quite there yet, but they will claim mid-racks as TNC will hold on a little bit longer. But a melee racks already. 20k gold lead just 27 minutes in. I feel like there is such a small, tiny sliver of hope for TNC that they have to play this one perfectly and perhaps even rely on some Fnatic misplays to get back into this game.
It truly is their only hope, but those misplays and those comebacks, I'm sure they're thinking Roche right now, but the Shrine will be eliminated, trying to take away some of that opportunity. Highlight die. Someone has taken his keyboard or something. He's not going for the Shadow Amulet. He's looking for a Force Staff.
Oh.
The Madman going to force the Monkey King out of the command. I can just see it right now. Going to make some big Warlock plays.
Everything coming up Fnatic as they take the second Shrine and potential Roshan spawn in 10 seconds time. Anytime 3 minutes or so after it, there'll be a period where it could be coming back up. How long will it be? 1 minute 35.
There's a shifty tree down here.
Doing 360s.
I mean, what really can you do here as TNC? You don't really want to go for any sort of a play until you know Roche is up. Piladai understands the importance of this, so he has been delegated to less important than the Courier and will be set in the pit.
They're definitely meant to be able to contest Roche. You've got Monkey King Ultimate, DT, Brewmaster with a Blink Split. These are the kind of heroes that should do pretty well around the Roshan pit, but it does feel like they're too far behind.
Yeah, maybe about 15,000 gold to go.
Yep.
The contest was still there. And the Wolves, again, leading the charge here, but it's a decent wraparound here.
They're already smoked up, and now they're going to go invis as well.
He's pinging. He seems to
them,
know.
though. Let's see, get some observer. Would sound fairly deep. Will they regroup?
They see them showing up here now.
Yeah, do they take this fight? They're kind of pinging out and camping the Roche pit a bit, but TNC definitely cannot afford to just linger around and wait for it to respawn. In fact, they're going to defend their top lane. Tier 3 tower already down to 450 health. As Cuckoo's going to TP back, so they won't get that flank they were perhaps hoping for. And Envy is just going to take a Rax. He charges forward. He wants Cuckoo, and he doesn't even need his hero. He chews him apart just with the Necrobooks and the Centaur. Envy going to run mid now. Wants Armel. Won't actually get him. He gets the range Rax instead. Now he's back to the melee. They're going to get a second full lane of Rax.
Raven's been golemed on the back lines.
Well,
she showed up for the Warlock. And DJ's godlike.
Now,
That is
fitting
it.
as they will GG out. Fnatic going to the International 2018.
It's a homecoming. Envy's coming home, baby.
He's had a full year in Southeast Asia. I'm sure he'll be looking forward to being back in the motherland. Wow.
Fan City for Fnatic.
For TNC, a disappointing result, I think mostly because they weren't really that competitive here today.
Yep.
This was not the TNC that has had many a close series with Fnatic throughout the year. Close BO5 SEA qualifier finals. What are we looking at here?
Just DJ. Envy took care of this game. That's how you take care of a game of Dota 2 right there, ladies and gentlemen. Less hero damage than building damage. He was the mop and bucket. Yep. And DJ was the superstar on that one.
It was a great showing from Fnatic and a team that doesn't just look good, I feel like, in the SEA region, but actually could be a team to look out for at the main event.
Yep, definitely.
There's definitely a lot of teams coming out of qualifiers, and you got to fill those 18 slots. Are we at? How many are we at? 18 slots?
Yeah,
I don't know.
sounds
Well, whatever.
about
You got to
right.
fill those slots, and there's always some teams you're like, oh, they probably deserve to be there, but they're going to be a bottom 4 team. Fnatic, I feel like not in that group.
Yep. And TNC, I still think they're going to qualify. I think they will be in the other slot. I think tomorrow's a new day. They had a bad day today. That was not TNC Dota.
Yep.
I think that they're going to be able to build off of this. Hopefully have some solid review and bring it tomorrow. Not to count out every other team, because I do think the other teams have been looking good. Of course, the sister squad especially. So I'm expecting an epic battle for the last qualifier from within the organization. That seems to be the most likely case, unless the Black Stack can upset something.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a great journey from, I was about to say from Opens. I feel like everyone's actually had to go through Opens pretty much.
Yeah.
But they were not looked at as like one of the favorites, so kind of one of these new mixed teams.
Yep.
Definitely some known players, some good, capable players, but not really, seen as stable. Black kind of has been hopping around team to team for a bit, but making it far, and we'll see what kind of team entity shows up tomorrow. Honestly, I'd be very happy with Predator making it. These two teams have been the top 3 SEA teams all year round with Mineski. It feels right that they represent the region at TI.
To me, Predator stands the best chance at success at the International. So that's why I want them to make it. Are they going to be the best team tomorrow? That is to be seen. However, at TI itself, I would give them the highest chance of success over the other two squads.
That sometimes happens. Like last year, we had the Fnatic roster with QO qualify for TI, and they went like 0-15 because they beat out Faceless, I think, to qualify, and it was like, oh, Faceless, didn't make TI.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have those teams who are better on the day, but may not be the better team at TI, and that's where TNC have to show up tomorrow. So.
That's the end of it for us.
Yeah, we're done. SEA is a wrap for our crew. We're gonna have Owen and Fogged closing things out tomorrow with those games
over in Euroland.
Head on over to Beyond the Summit 1, where I think OG is playing.
Oh, speaking of Europe, are they still cleaning people up over there or what? OG still destroying, Mad still tweeting. I mean, I
think so.
He's loving life right now. I tell you.
The OG series is over, so
okay.
Blinkpool vs. War is on, which
NA Dota, ladies and gentlemen, get over there. Canadian to TI, and you can go watch some more NA Dota greats now over on BTS 1.
Yeah. All right, that does it. We're going to say goodbye, and be sure to tune in to the rest of the TI8 Hub coverage here on Beyond the Summit, as well as all the other channels. We'll see you guys later.